Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Karate Combat unveils, quote, up, unquote, a revolutionary layer 2 blockchain on the Hedera network. Snowball effect, guys, snowball effect. Okay guys, you know that I've been covering Karate Combat for a little while now, and what did I say to you guys when I first covered these? I said it from the very beginning. I said these guys have the potential to be the crypto UFC, and man, are they living up to that prediction. It's absolutely incredible, guys. And Karate Combat are doing so successful now that they're releasing their own layer 2 on Hedera. And what does this tell you? It tells you that they're doing very well. They're doing well enough that instead of just now having a token on Hedera and Ethereum as well, they're now just creating their own layer 2 for their own blockchain. Like that just shows you how well this is going for them. And I'm not surprised in the sense of them being so successful, but I'm surprised to see they're doing this to a point now where they're creating their own layer 2 and that kind of stuff. Like I'm like, oh, wow, like they really are taking this industry on in leaps and bounds. Like they really are leveling up, man, really are. So what does this mean? It basically just means they're being way more successful to a point where they want to have their own blockchain now, and the thing about this is, just remember, like when Karate Combat came out, they released on Ethereum as well as Hedera, right? But who have they done the layer 2 with? Hedera, right? And it makes complete sense because we already know the issues of Ethereum. We know the flaws of Ethereum, the gas fees, the congestion, it's slow. We know all this about Ethereum. So it's no wonder why they chose Hedera in the end. But again, this is what I'm trying to say to you guys. People are leaving Ethereum for Hedera, or when it comes to the choice, even though Ethereum has the first mover advantage, they're going for Hedera because it's just a better network overall, right? It's just better. So yes, Ethereum has the upper hand as of right now because of first mover advantage. But when that's all said and done, and when time passes to see, more people getting involved in the crypto space and making a choice on just the fundamentals of a network, like what they can do compared to another one, I think Hedera could easily overtake Ethereum. I think that's a very real possibility because Ethereum's just outdated, right? It's like Bitcoin. Like, Bitcoin's great. It was the first one of its kind. Ethereum's great. It was the first one of its kind in terms of a smart contracts platform. But because they were the first of their kind, they're outdated now compared to newer crypto networks that are out there, right? There's been networks that have come out and improved on the technology of Bitcoin and improved on the technology of Ethereum. And so they're just better at it now. Do you know what I mean? That's all it is. It's like an upgrade. So this is where I'm saying, like, man, this is just incredible. It really is. And Karate Combat, man, I can only see them getting bigger and bigger from here. Like, I'm watching how they're developing. I've been keeping a very close eye on these guys because these are the ones who, like, I saw a lot of potential in them from the get-go. So those was ones that I was, like, keeping an eye on from the beginning. And I've been covering them quite frequently because they really have, as I said earlier, like the snowball effect. They've just started to grow exponentially. Like, they just hit this, I don't know, they just hit this stride, and ever since then they've just been really growing in a very fast pace. And so this is going to be absolutely massive. This is great because, again, it is a layer 2 on Hedera, so this is still going to benefit Hedera. And again, the fact that they chose Hedera shows the credentials of Hedera, right? And just one thing I'll just quickly show you about Karate Combat as well, just to show you just how they're doing. So we've got here Karate Combat 50. Their last live event, and it's on Twitter here, so you can watch it. 2.9 million views. 2.9 million views. Now, I'll say this, I'll always be fair. On Twitter, things autoplay when you go on the timeline. So I probably wouldn't say they literally got 2.9 million viewers, but if it's that high, like, I could easily see at least like 1 million viewers being legitimate, or maybe like 1.5, something like that. Now, I am like taking educated guesses here, so just understand that, but the fact that the numbers are that high, believe me, that the actual viewership is going to be very high as well. There's not like 2.9 million who just accidentally scrolled on it and it's just autoplayed. Like, people have watched this, and we can see that because it's doing so well, right? Like we can see how well they're doing. The type of people who've been on Karate Combat, like the people who've endorsed Karate Combat, like Joe Rogan, right? Like, so we can see that they're growing now. We can see that they're doing well, and they've got to a point now where it's like, yeah, we want to have our own blockchain now. We want to have our own layer 2 here that we can have people use. And, you know, the thing that they do, which is what makes them so unique, is the up-only gaming. And I think that's going to be obviously playing a big part in the reason why they're creating this layer 2 as well. And so that was another thing that I saw recently. I haven't got the image to hand, so I do apologize, but they've been showing you like how the up-only gaming has been going for them. And it just keeps growing each event. Each live event keeps growing. And I'm not surprised because they're growing at a fast rate in terms of an audience. They're gaining an audience at a fast pace because it's just doing so well. It's just attracting a huge audience. So I just think they're going to get bigger and bigger. Like, to me, like, I just see a huge amount of potential in these guys. Even still now at this point, I still think they've got a lot more room to grow. And, you know, like, they're even trying to challenge UFC now in terms of like when they put their events on. Like, they're not saying, hey, you know, we'll kind of do it when, you know, UFC's had its weekend and we'll do it like the weekend after. Like, no, we'll do it on the weekend as well. Like, they don't care. Like, they're just out here competing. And I think that's the confidence because of how well it's going. Like, they can see that they're growing their own audience. So, you know, they're happy with that. So yeah, this is really bullish, guys. Really incredible stuff. Well done to Karate Combat. You guys are just, you know, honestly, you're doing so well. And I just look forward to seeing more of what you've got to come because I still think this is the beginning. I think they're going to be even bigger in the future. So I think they've got a real promising journey ahead of them, to be honest with you, in my opinion. But yeah, real great news to see here. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell. Take care.